Good morning, family and friends. Welcome to the Woke Nation, and welcome to this beautiful day. It's a new day, and it's our day of joy, our day of new beginning. Always know that we are not waiting for the break of day to be new. We are new every minute. That's what makes us the Woke Nation, because we grow in knowledge. I want to share with us what I titled Stop Deceiving Yourself. That is the part 2 of faith, which if you check my last video about stop deceiving yourself, because I didn't have much time. I have to go into work, so I don't want to go late. There's no place I work that I ever come late. It's not I don't like coming late. I want my word be my word. Okay, so and I discuss about 3 things out of many things that people used to deceive themselves, or we used to deceive ourselves in Africa. I'm talking about Africans. Remember, I said that this is for Africans. This is not for everybody in the world. It's just for Africans. So no, well, they're talking about vaccine, talking about how they say no to vaccine. No, you cannot. No matter how you try, if they say you will get the vaccine, you will get it, and you will not stop it. Even you yourself will beg them for it. Let's say you are a parent and your child is sick. They say he got coronavirus. But you said before no vaccine, or yourself got sick. You don't want to die and leave your children behind. They said, okay, you need the vaccine. You will take it, right? And you will want all your family to take it before, so that coronavirus don't touch them. Now you already have it, so you have that fear it will touch them. So before you kick against something, think. And my major reason for saying that is this: you that is kicking against vaccine other people made, where is your own vaccine? Where is your own solution to that problem they are making vaccine for? It doesn't matter who you are blaming is doing that, but you know you are not blaming the right person, especially you that believe in God. You are not blaming the right person. To blame is God. This God you have been worshiping for how many years now? He has not shown up to help you, except the one you keep lying to yourself, deceiving yourself, saying it is God. After you suffered, after you went through a lot, you say it is God that saw you through. Stupid God. All right, so the second thing I shared also is about people who are talking against China, accusing China, blaming China. So, Donald Trump, the president of America, joined them too. So, but Africans saying that China is buying Africa, China is taking over this, China is doing that. I said they cannot stop China too. China have nuclear weapons. What do you have? You only have sticks. The guns you are using, you can make your own gun. You buy it from outside. But China can make their own gun. What can you do? They have nuclear weapons. They are among the world powers. So you are not among the world powers, and you are saying, no, it will not happen. Powerless people do powerless things. You can only run your mouth. And you see powerless people, they are always looking for somebody to lead them in revolution, lead them in movement, lead them against the system. And they themselves also support the system, because when you vote, you are supporting the system. When you are defending the leaders, you are supporting the system. You ask people, pray for the leaders. Don't talk about them. Don't do that. Okay, the more you pray for them, the more you suffer. Look at how you're suffering now. Some of you blaming your government. My government led, my government did, my government that. But during the election, you will still go again saying, okay, you are going to show your power. You are the one that voted them in. You gave them your power. You know what it means to give out your power. That's one of the reasons why I say I will never vote again. So long I remain American citizen, I will never vote again. The only time I will vote, I will give my power to anyone, it will be to my brother or my sister. It will never be to any white person. No matter how nice that person is, I will never vote. Enough is enough. We are not, this is not a joke. So when you are talking about your government is selling your country to China, how about your people there? Your leaders, they are the ones selling it. But you can't stop them. You are the one promoting them. You are the one supporting them. You are the one kicking against those who are revolting against them. Now you are waiting for somebody to say, okay, oh, the woke nation, what are we going to do? Let us do the, how many people do you have in woke nation to talk of doing that? And that's how many African revolutionaries has been wasting their life. Because they see some people around them. When they speak, those people clap, yell. Those people share their posts and say, yeah, power, 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 power. No. You're supposed to understand the world you are living in. Powerless people do powerless things. If you don't have weapon in this world, you are powerless. If you don't have wealth in this world, you are powerless. That movement you join, that movement you pushing, what is their wealth and what is their weapon? Do they have wealth? Do they have weapon? If you don't have these two things, you are among the powerless people. And powerless people do powerless things. Powerless people is the one that put people in power. They do powerless things. They tell them, oh, your vote is your power. That's my power. Okay, I want to show my power now. Then I put you there. If your vote is your power, put yourself there. Now let's see. Just as God is not powerful, your vote is not your power. They tell you God is your creator. Your vote is not your power. And God is not your creator. You see how I'm mixing them? But understand, before I go to the third one, which is religion, I touch it before I rush in. Last week, I was sharing with us my secret, why I continue, despite all the backlash, all the attack, all the rants, all the threats. Last week, one of them gave me 7 days. He said, something terrible will happen, I will die. It has already passed 7 days. See me. Bring the person. I am more than that person, physically, psychologically, mentally, or everywhere. I am more than that person. I'm better than that person. Even if he's the richest man in Africa, I am still better than that person. But he's a pooper, he's a pauper, he's a stupid person who believes in God and Jesus, that they're almighty, but he decided to fight for them and saying that myself, his own brother, will suffer or we die or something like that. You see, so they are stupid. So, and I don't blame them, but I have that my secret, which even against all odds, I still have them. I can jiggle 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. It encourages me a lot because you have to learn how to encourage yourself, especially when you find out the truth. Because when you find out the truth, you begin to sound crazy to those who love the lies, who are still living in the lie. You used to be like them, but now you are no longer like them. Don't expect them to just follow you. You know that my sister from Jamaica used to discuss Christianity. So anytime she see me, she don't know what always makes her bring up a Christianity issue or Jesus issue. So, oh, say, oh man, I'm sorry, I don't know. I've just started this because you know I will not stop. I will say it. Oh, how Jesus is useless. God, he say, oh, I hear Jesus speaks to me. I say, but we are working in the hospital where we lock people up who are hearing voices. But because other people are hearing that voices in the name of God and maintain their lane, then they are not locked up. We call them men of God. But they are schizophrenia patient or schizophrenic patient. They are having mental illness. They have problems. They're supposed to be locked up in psych unit, but they put them in the church and making them rich. See? So these 3 things keep me on. I say, like, first one is when I make mistake, whether in words or in writing, I restart it or I rewrite it. I don't throw it away. Say, oh, maybe that's a sign that what I'm writing or what I'm saying, you don't know. I knew what I wanted to write, and I know what I was writing, and I knew what I was saying. That I make mistake doesn't mean I should stop. No, I have that knowledge before I came. So the more I speak about it, the more I gain insight in it. That's how knowledge works also. You develop in it. Unless you fight against that development, then you remain stagnated. And you see people that are allowing that development being better than you. You are the only one that can stop yourself. There's no force outside you that can stop you. You are the only one that can stop yourself. So I learned it from studying. When the first time I said I gave my life to Jesus, the first place I read, the first book of the Bible I studied, not just read, was book of Jeremiah, back and forth. That's how I studied it, right? So one of the things I pick from there just to that guides me as a man, like when I'm writing something or when I'm preparing message and the thing just get off there, I can write it again. It's found in Jeremiah 36. So when the king was reading the word to Jeremiah, said God asked him to write. He was burning them. He burned the whole scroll. Okay, God said, Jeremiah, call Baruch again. You're gonna write again, and this time you're gonna add something. And that's how I've been doing. If I make mistake, I have to restart. Or if I lost the message, I will write it again, and it will come out better than the first one. So that's one of the things that's one of my secrets, that I seem to be unstoppable by all those dogs that are wagging their tongues at me. Also, the second one is the distraction. Remember in 2 Samuel chapter 20, verse 4 to 13, when Moab, what is the name of this guy? Moab, right? No, not Moab. Joab, the commander of armies of David. When he struck that guy that David sent to chase Sheba, I think her name is Basha or something like that. Then his dead body was lying in the highway. Those people chasing Sheba to fulfill the mission that David sent them. When they came to that place, the dead body is, they stood. They stopped chasing the guy. So that was a distraction. Then Joab, being a smart soldier, a smart commander, he just removed the corpse out of the highway. Then people continued their mission. That's how it is to me. So I was born and prepared for what I'm doing. I will not let any distraction or anyone distract me from fulfilling it or from pursuing it. So I am here to wake my people up. I'm not here to gather followers so that I will start revolution and begin to break things or begin to say, I want to be in power. Listen, anybody that gather people to be in power, when that person be in power, he will despise those people he gathered, those people that prepared him, those people that promoted him, those people that cheered him up, those people that fought for him to be there. It's been happening, but many of you keep deceiving yourself. It keep happening to you. One will pop up today, you follow him, he disappoints you. So that when Joab removed the Amasa's body from the highway, the armies of David continue chasing Sheba until they get him. So that's how I don't let any distraction, like somebody coming to my post. You see, where the part one of this, that lady that came there running, telling me God will forgive me, all that. I said, I did what I said. I said, fuck you and the fuck that, for God forgive you and all that. And when I'm done this, I'm going to block you. And that's why I block her, I remove every comment he made there. I remove that distraction. One of the weakness some of you that are claiming to be awakened brethren have is allowing distraction. People that hate what you are saying, people that don't get what you are saying, they want you to be distracted. No, you have to go this way. No, before you came saying that, before you make that post, you're supposed to know what you want to say. Say it without fear, without favor. So anyone coming there to some people will say, why are you sounding like that? Why are you removing my comment? Why are you doing this? You don't want people to know the truth. No, I am saying what I'm saying. You are distraction. I remove you out of the way. That's what I learned in my course of study. I spent time studying while most of you were sleeping. I stay awake, soak my feet in the bucket of water. I was not studying for exam. I was not studying to become for some certain position. No, I was studying to know the whole truth, not just to know the whole truth, which is factual truth. And that's why it seemed like the Bible became part of me. There's no part of Bible when I open it, even if I don't have anything to say, but I just read any portion of the Bible. Boom. What I will say. If you see my notebooks that I have, see messages, because as I study the Bible, I write down a lot of things. Both the thought that came, I can see Revelation in Genesis, I can see Genesis in Revelation. I begin to put them together. And when I come up like this, one man I was pastoring his church in Lagos. He used to call me a mobile Bible, because when I open my mouth, some of the Bible portion of the Bible I will go, he never read it. Even if you have read it, you never see it in that way, because I spend my time to do so. I don't allow distraction, no matter from who is coming. I can unfriend that person, I can block that person. It doesn't matter, okay? So I don't have permanent friend and I don't have permanent enemy. No condition is permanent. People can change. Your best friend today can be your worst enemy tomorrow. I have experienced it both in life and in online. So understand that it is your life, and whatever mission you have, don't let anyone stop you, and don't stop yourself. Then the third one I learned was when I came to America, when I was, really watching cable news, CNN most. So I learned from CNN, if something happened, they will keep saying about that and they will keep repeating it. It doesn't matter who says it's boring. It doesn't matter who don't like to hear it. They will keep saying it, paying people to say it in different ways. So that's how I do also. Have you seen dog that, like all those canine, when they catch a suspect, they bite them. If you don't know how to remove them, that person will bleed in there. They will hold up, and that's how dog kill animals in the bush. They will not let go until the owner come and they hold the animal. It's okay, you are here now, then let it go. So that's how I do. Also, I don't give up. I keep saying about that. Look at the coronavirus that is happening. For those of you that say, no, preach what you say, practice what you say, of course, that's my motto, or one of my mottos. Since coronavirus outbreak, I keep making time to make posts using the coronavirus CDC guideline or the Facebook information center. I keep, if you check it, you will see it. And most of them, I use my picture wearing mask. And they say that because I keep encouraging us, use the current event to wake our people up. Use it to show them, you see that God you believe in, you see that Jesus you worship, is useless. It cannot help you. But some of them will say, no, help me. No, don't worry about that. Keep doing a good work by continue saying it. Continue saying it by all means. Even if you are talking about something else, chip it in. Always chip it in. Put it. That's what I learned from CNN. So they keep reading one news with different newscasters or in different ways. The whole day, even some of them last 1 week, they keep saying that. So don't stop, as I said before, what good works you are doing, don't stop it, because some people are upset, and don't let anyone establish or build distraction on your to your great work. Don't let anyone do that. You are the one that know what you are saying. So those people that are like mind, they will understand you even when you are making mistake or when you don't make sense to other people. Stay focused in what you are doing. If you are among the awakened Africans, you have to stay focused. Don't be everywhere. Awakened Africans are not those who are practicing African tradition or African spirituality. No, that's not awakened Africans. Awakened Africans are those who want to see Africans restore their place in power and recover their African great heritage. That is the awakened Africans, the woke nation, not religious people, not traditionalists. Some of them, when they see me wearing this hat or see this, oh, you're talking about African tradition, but I see one of them really say what impressed me I think last week or last 2 weeks. He said, oh, before I thought you were against religion and support African spirituality, but I found out, no, you are not. You see, that person changed. When you see people that really want to know, they will know. But people that don't want to know, they just judge you from distance without finding out, without coming. And even when they come close, they are coming to hit you. They're coming to rant against you. Don't worry about them, but stay focused and determined until the truth prevails. Know that the truth will prevail. I'm not trying to restore or to support African spirituality. No, I am restoring and supporting African knowledge, African science, the science that gave the world what we have today, mathematics and all that. I may not be educated, but I'm intelligent. So you yourself, you can also be intelligent. Many of you are educated, but you are not intelligent. But intelligence is what you need, understanding, knowledge, wisdom. That's what we need. We have to have our own African thing. Where is our own system of education? Where is our own system of banking? Where is our own thing? But you're going to start with ourselves first. First thing first. Then when you begin to see awakened people in politics, in African politics, because that's how they will regain that political power, then begin to fix things. Because if you go now ranting, they will arrest you and kill you. Nothing will happen. You see the guy they arrested, they say Bala, he was ex-Muslim, and they begin to talk bad thing about Muslim, and you are living in Nigeria. Know where you are living. Know the area. You know what Muslims can do. So if you're not prepared, don't do that. You can say anything they can do. I support him Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow. But remember what I always say. Don't go to Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu. He went first time. I said, don't go. He went. They almost killed him. He ran away. And they kill other people. That's Africa for you. We don't... Until you get wealth and the weapon, don't go running your mouth in Africa. They will kill you. Don't tell me there is God that is behind you. You have that charm, all that. They have it. What do you want to have? They don't have. I mean, what do you claim to have? They don't have. The only thing they don't have, right, is the knowledge of African science. They don't have it. They are puppets. They are still following Americans. They are still following white men, Europeans, and all that. They don't have African knowledge. But when you have that African knowledge or African science, then coupled with weapon and the wealth, before they come, you see them. They will be begging you. They will say, okay, that's what I've been calling, even when it comes to the case of Biafra. I've been telling my fellow Biafrans, listen, all we need is to use our brain and our resources. That's it. We don't need UN. We don't need UN to come and do something for us. No, you have to settle them. Those people in power, the world powers. If you can settle them, you will have Biafra just as easy as possible, like as easy as ABC. Yeah, those people that you know that are working with Nigeria government, do you think they will just turn around because you are making noise or you are saying something? No. You have to, we have resources in Biafra land. Use it together. Don't say it will finish. It will not finish. Nigerian government know it will not finish. That's why they take over from it. And they are fighting. That's why they kill us for it and call it Nigerian Biafran War. It was genocide against Biafrans, against the Asian people. But no condition is permanent. So let us use our brain and our resources. When we use our brain and our resources, we will know where is where. I say, I praise those my brethren in living in Nigeria that still that are talking about the working, waking up our people. I praise them because it's not everybody in Nigeria that have that courage to do that. Because Nigeria is a crazy place. Africa is a crazy place. But you are there. If you have what it takes to do it. Be wise, be smart about it. You see them coming. If you can hide, hide. If you can run, run. Don't say, let me go, unless you are determined to give your life for that. No problem. Okay, but you know, I don't pray. I'm not praying for anyone. I'm not saying, oh, release this person. Did I tell them arrest that person before they went? What if they arrest me? It's part of the thing I'm doing, right? So, but what we're supposed to understand, African government as we have it today, they are not moved by African wars. No, they only move by the foreign wars, like the American government call them, or Chinese government, or the UK government call them. You see, they respond. But their own brothers, they will kill you. No, no, it's against my religion. He's speaking against Muhammad. He's speaking against Jesus. We will deal with him. We will punish him, because all those religions are working with the government. The government will not fight against religion, and religion will not fight against government. They are twins, but you think they are different. We are calling the world authority body, come and do that. They are not coming anywhere. They only come when your government say come. Who are you? Who are you to call UN to come? We are called the world governing body. We are called the people. Who are you calling? You see, they have seen, they made up their own clip too and show you. So wake up, my people, and understand it's that simple. So back to my message this morning. Stop deceiving yourself. Tell yourself the truth, Africans. God cannot touch you. So that is the third part I want to talk about, religion. Africans, you still deceiving yourself with religion. I believe in God. I believe God will do this. God will punish them. God will judge them. God will do this. You know, God is doing anything. It is time you return to your root, taking that your place in authority and saying no is no and yes is yes. Enough is enough. That's what you must do. Stop deceiving yourself with, oh my God, my ancestors will do this. No ancestor is speaking to you. Oh man. That's another area you are deceiving yourself. That my Jamaican sister said to me, oh, but you're calling on ancestors. I said, that's a stupid thing some people are doing also. My ancestors are one with me. I am one by blood with them. What am I calling them to do? They have done their own part and gone. I am here. And they are not existing in any place, waiting for me to come and join them, as they taught us. Oh, when you die, you are going to join your ancestors. Where? In this world. Not in the grave, not anywhere else. No. The body is sown that you can take new body. You cannot die. You do not die. You are energy. You are spirit. You are eternal. You are infinite. You are indestructible. You are unchangeable. Know who you are. When you know who you are, you will stop praying. You will stop praying either to God or to ancestors. The God you are praying to does not exist. The ancestors you are praying to does not exist outside you. The ancestors you are praying to does not exist outside you. They are in you. But the question is this: do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Religion said, no, you don't need to know. No God, no Jesus, but you cannot see them. Know the word of God. The word of God says, that's what they used to deceive you. That religion was designed to teach you false humility to your oppressors. Slaves, obey your earthly masters as Christ, as to Christ. And he said this, the slave masters have master in heaven who will reward them. Bullshit. Bullshit. Religion taught you that false humility so that you worship, you love your enemies, you worship imaginary beings. And you are doing the same thing when you claim to be a traditionalist. African spirituality. I'm calling on my ancestors. Come and eat cola. Come and drink wine. Those things are not our true tradition. Those things cannot build bridges. Those things cannot build the roads. They cannot do anything. Your ancestors are you already, waiting for you to go and act. I have said that the best way you can show respect, honor to your ancestors is to begin to do better than them. Doing better than your ancestors has nothing to do with I pouring libation to my ancestors. Well, that's bullshit. They are dead. If you are looking for your any ancestor to pour drink or to respect in that, maybe by giving, go and find out who came back, where they came back. Then okay, you used to be this social person before you came back, but you say no, that doesn't it? Don't worry, don't want to believe that. I don't believe that, but you believe that somewhere. You are pouring libation. You are calling them. Hey, yeah, yeah. No matter you can, no matter how you say it, no matter how you sing it, your ancestors are in you and you are in them. You are one with them. That's what religion stole and tell you that you are one with Christ. Christ in you and you in Christ. That's your ancestors. Why are you praying to somebody you don't know where they are? How many of you that are pouring that libation know the ancestor you used to be? You don't. I don't think you have done that. But because you say, no, ordinala, our tradition, your tradition is what? Most of the things you are calling your tradition has nothing to do with your real tradition. Wake up, my people. Whether you are a Christian, a traditionalist, Muslim, Jew, if you're an African, you have to wake up to know your truth. Our ancestors gave the word mathematics, alphabet, science, buildings, how to build our ancestors. All that great buildings you will see in America, in Europe, in many places in the world were built by our ancestors. They drew it and built it, including Vatican, White House. The white people were illiterate until they come in contact with your ancestors. Your ancestors taught them the knowledge they have today. They turn around, and that's why I said we gave them the natural way of life, but they force hell on us. And many of you are accepting part of those hell as part of our culture and tradition. It's not. Do you want to honor your ancestors? Do you want to show your ancestors that you are not despising them? Begin to do what you know. As a people connected to their ancestors, go back to your root. Pouring libation is not going back to your root. Putting on masquerade is not going back to your root. It is time we wake up and begin to rebuild ourselves and our land. And stop all those our oppressors from oppressing us. Stop white people from laughing at us. Stop other people from molesting us and maltreating us all over the world. If you check the population of people all over the world, we have enough population to need any white man to assist us. Go all the parts of the world, you will see your brethren there, black people. Whether in Asia, whether in Americas, whether in Europe, you see blacks everywhere. But they divided us with all this bullshit you call religion. And you keep deceiving yourself with that religion, African religion, which you call African spirituality. My ancestors did. What is your ancestors doing? What can they do for you? You are the one believing that bullshit. But in reality, tell me what they are doing. Look at the condition of your life and your family. In your village, look at your condition. You say, oh, they are angry because you call them evil. You destroy them. Why are they angry? They're supposed to be guiding you. If our ancestors exist somewhere and watching us or want us to do anything, they're supposed to be teaching us what to do. By all means possible. Just as the sentence to people that say they believe in God or Jesus that exists somewhere that have power, and you are suffering, that God, that Jesus is not there, you keep deceiving yourself. I believe what I believe whatever. No, you don't need to believe. Especially in this time and age, you need to know so you can develop yourself and develop what your ancestors established for you. My brethren, no condition is permanent. The fight is not over, and the truth must prevail. We are one with the sun, and the sun will shine again. Know that you are greater than God. And you're supposed to do greater things than your ancestors did. Do you know your ancestors I'm talking about? I'm talking about your ancient ancestors. I'm not talking about your ancestors after slavery. I'm talking about your ancestors before the invasion. Before the invasion of the Greeks, before the invasion of the Romans, before the invasion of the Asians. That's the ancestors I'm talking about. The great ancestors that built the pyramids, that built roads, that built electricity, that built everything you need for quality living. That is the ancestors I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those ancestors putting masquerade, believing in spiritual being and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about our original ancestors before the influence of the foreigners. That's the ancestors I'm talking about. And this time you wake up, the only way you can show you love your ancestors is by living humanly, naturally. That's where you see all the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to live a quality life humanly revealed to you. Exposed. It's all around you and it's all within you. Don't throw it away. Wake up and enjoy your life. Peace.